AutoSystemTrader.com. I believe we're on our third video on the system optimization with the Euro Yen 20-minute strategy. We haven't completed this yet, but I'm just going to go ahead and stop it. It looks like we've probably more than doubled our profit here. Let's see what kind of results we get. I'm going to just select the best solution so far, and then we'll dig into the optimization report and see which variables should work best for us. So let me load this data. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the chart with all the data. I'm going to bring up, oh, I'm sorry, wrong. Let me bring up the, okay, so here's the equity curve. It still doesn't look that great to me. More than enough trades. We've got 2,400 trades here, which tells me with a $100,000 profit that it's not going to be nearly enough for average trade net profit because I haven't added anything for slippage and commissions. So this would be just a little better than a break-even strategy. It's not really worth the trouble or the risk. So what we've got to do is open up our performance report here, and then I'm going to go to average trade again and prioritize these based on I'm going to look for a system that has anything over $100 per trade, and since this is the yen again, we have to knock out these last two before the decimal, or just move it over two places. Here's one with $103 per trade, and then I'm going to go over to the net profit here and try to select, well, see, this one looks actually pretty good. Let's see if here's one that looks pretty good too. Let's take a look at this one. This would be $53,000 in 8 years. Let's take a look at this one and see what kind of chart we get. Okay, now the data's been loaded. Let's take a look at average trade net profit is $164.60. Let's take a look at max drawdown. Very respectable, 2,576. Now that's going to be more when we add slippage and commissions. We typically add $2.50 per side, or $5 per trade in commissions, which we get through our signal generation service, and about $25 per trade in spreads. But looking at the graph, it looks a little bit flat here, but altogether not too bad. We can pull up a different chart by going back to the optimization report and seeing if we can't find, I think there was one that had, oh, here's one with $71,000. Let's see what the average trade net profit. Okay, the average trade is $116 here. So let's take a look at this one. I'm going to double click this and take a look at this chart. I'll be right back when it loads. Okay, now the data's loaded, and it looks like we've got something that looks fairly good here. Let's look at the performance summary. $110 per trade, and this does not include slippage and commissions yet, so we may have to improve this a little bit further. But at least the equity curve looks like it's straightening out a little bit. Now remember, we have not put any type of profit target in here other than that ADX exit right here, the time exit. So I guess in my next step, next video, what I'll consider doing is adding in some protective stops, maybe some dollar trailing stops, maybe percentage trailing stops. I may add some profit targets in there to see if that helps performance and smooths out the equity curve even further. But that's it for this video. It looks like we're making progress, and you know, just a few, well, it takes several hours to run the optimizations, but it's pretty simple to create a strategy this way, and hopefully this is answering a lot of your questions. So once again, this is Alan Mooring with AutoSystemTrader.com.